Here we are on location at the home offices of Outpound in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm with the president and chief operating officer, Bill Coleman. Bill, what do we got today that you want to share with our readers?
All right, here's what we got. We got a 2014 Chevy Silverado 3500. A gentleman by the name of Bob in Kansas called us. He had left his car out and it got towed, and he couldn't figure out where it was or how to get it back. So he called Outpound, and we talked to him, got all the information, determined that his car had been impounded. We called the impound lot. They put Bob through the ringer. You know, they wanted a police release. They wanted a lien release. They wanted a hold harmless. Every time that Bob went back into the shop, they had another reason why they couldn't release the car to him. So finally he gave up. He felt he'd exhausted his options there. He called us. We were able to get the car released within 24 hours, get the car picked up, paid off the car for Bob, and direct deposited his equity into his bank account. We saved his equity for him.
This is something we see every day. I mean, this is a nightmare for people, Bill, and one of the inspirations for us coming together with this whole design, creating Outpound. How is this possible that a registered owner of a vehicle could have to go through this?
Well, it's kind of crazy. The government is allowing this to happen. So the government considers it to be in the public interest to remove a vehicle that's parked illegally or has been involved in an accident or parked on private property overnight, and they actually basically give these impound lots a license to steal. They get fully reimbursed for their towing. They charge up to $150 a day in storage. So you think about it, if you had a car that was an impound for 10 days, you know, let's just say you were out of town, your car got towed, you didn't realize it was parked somewhere, parked on the wrong side of the street, you could potentially owe $2,000 when you got back from your trip, as most people, you know, today don't have that extra money budgeted for an impound situation. So we're able to either get the car out, buy the car from the consumer, pay them their equity, or we could even finance the fees at a much lower and much more affordable rate than the cash requirement to get the vehicle out.
Yeah, that's great news. What was the final outcome with Bob's car, Bill? Can you share with everybody?
So Bob was looking at losing the car altogether. I mean, this is a great car. It's got a fifth wheel. It's a 3500 full one-ton pickup truck. He was going to lose the vehicle. We ended up getting him about $14,000 cash after paying off his loan and paying off the impound. So that was a huge win for him. If he'd gone probably another 2 weeks, his car was going to go to auction, basically on the courthouse steps, and he was going to lose all of his ownership interest in the car.
So these storage yards, once they impound a vehicle, do they have the ability to just seize the person's vehicle and
Sure.
get a title for it? Or?
Sure. It varies state by state. You know, in some states, the cure period is 60 days. In some states, it's 14 days. But there's certainly a point of no return where you've accrued that $100 a day. You know, if you've done that for 45 days, 60 days, there's no money left in the car anyway. So they're going to apply for what's called a mechanic's lien or a storage lien. They're going to get ownership of the car. That lien wipes out any other liens. If you had a lien from Honda Financial, it is subordinate to the storage lien. So they're going to get their storage fees paid back. They'll pay back whatever's left to the lien holder. And if there's anything left after that, which is pretty unlikely, you'll get a little bit back, or maybe it goes into a state fund.
Well, that's a great story for Bob, Bill. We appreciate you sharing.
My pleasure.
Let's get back at it.